Hello, happy crafters. Happy Tuesday. I'm home. Just wanted to come on real quick and let you guys know that I'm home safe and sound. We had the most amazing time with my family, with my goosebumps. Every day was an adventure. Most of you saw me diving off the diving board, which, well, if you want to call it diving, I jumped off the diving board. That was at the Navy base. We stayed at Oceana Naval Station this time, and that's where all the jets fly in and out of. And they were flying all the time. And my grandson, my oldest, said, I said, oh, I love that sound. And he's like, why, Grammy? It's so noisy. And I said, because that's the sound of freedom. And he kind of looked at me, and I thought, ooh, what do I say? You know, I didn't want to get into the whole thing with him. I don't know what they've said or not. And I said, you know, those jets protect us. And he said some reference to a Minecraft game. And I was like, well, yeah, it's kind of like that. It was so funny. Anyways, that was the pool, and I thought, oh, well, you know, I'm just going to go for it. And then I'm thinking, well, I don't know, you know, 3 months out of surgery, not sure. And the crowd went crazy, and it was Grammy, and I'm like, all right, I got to do it now. I started and stopped, and then I did it, and I had a blast. And then when we went back the next day, one of the lifeguards there, Mike, he was so sweet. He was probably like 23, 24. He goes, Grammy, are you doing it again? I'm like, no, thank you. Once was enough. But both the boys had to take a swimming test, which was, you know, not easy, so that they were allowed to jump off the diving board. And so the oldest one got it the first day we were there. The baby, he's not a baby, he's 6, but he's my baby. He didn't want to do it. And then finally one day we were there and he did it, and I wish my son would have been there, but I videotaped it. It was awesome seeing him do that. And then he gets out of the pool and he goes, Mom, I don't need my floaties anymore, so we can donate them. And I was like, oh, he's such a grown-up. Anyways, we did crafts. We went to the library. We went to bookstores. It was nonstop, constantly. The first night we got there, they had been working, I guess, for like a week on getting this show together, and it was a welcome Grammy and Papa show, and it was so cute. They did different dances, and they had the Dollar Tree poppers that when you pop it, the streamers come out. I was laughing and crying at the same time. It was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. And they both love to scare me, you know, so if all of a sudden Grammy would go, oh, they loved it. They just love doing that to me. They have ever since I can remember. They can remember. So, and then the last day, that Saturday, it was extremely hot, and the base swimming pool doesn't have any shade. Now, we had tons of tables with umbrellas and our cooler and all that, but so we probably only stayed there a couple hours. And then when we came home, the baby, Jax, he was wiped out, so he ended up sleeping for a couple hours. And then he woke up and said, Grammy. So I went in there and I said, you want Grammy to lay down with you? And he goes, yeah. And I said, okay, well, scooch over. He goes, no, I don't want you at my head. I want your feet at my head. I'm like, whatever. He was so cute. And then to do the finale show, he just was too tired. He couldn't do it. And then Sebastian did it all by himself, which was precious. And then we're just about getting ready to leave. And now I'm starting to really, I don't want them to see me cry so bad, you know. Because it was we're leaving. So I hugged him and loved him and said, I love the show. You know, I'm going to miss you guys and, you know, whatever. And then he goes, oh, Grammy, I forgot. He said, I put a card in your purse. So I get up and my purse is over in the chair and I go to open up my purse and my son had put his Bose speaker in there. And as I go to open up my purse, it screamed, I feel good. I must have jumped that far off the floor and they were laughing so hard because that's the song they play for me. I feel good, you know. That's Grammy's song. They thought that was the best thing because they scared me so bad. And I told my son, I said, you better be grateful that I still have a good heart because you'd have given me a heart attack. But it was a blast. It was so much fun. My son made a beautiful wall hanging for me on a picture frame. And he used, I don't know, maybe I can put pictures in here. I'm not sure. But he used stones from the ocean, from Virginia Beach, the ocean. And then he used sand from the ocean. And then he used spackle. Oh, it's gorgeous. And it came home in one piece. Yes! And I got, you know, all kinds of goodies that the boys made me. And my daughter-in-law was just the sweetest. Oh, we just had a great time together. So Sunday we left about, I don't know, 7:45. And we were both missing home. And I was like, I don't know. Let's see maybe if we can try to drive straight through. And Russ was like, are you sure, babe? And I'm like, well, yeah, you know, it's different than last time. You know, I can do pretty good in the car. Well, 13 and a half hours later, we pulled into our driveway. And Peanut went absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. You know, this last year and a half, she's gotten so attached to me. And when Michelle would come over, she might come out and might let Michelle pet her, but when we came in, I guess we got here about 9:30, 9:45 maybe. She lost it. So it was like an hour and a half just to get the cat off me because she was so woo. So yesterday I did laundry and cooked dinner and all that kind of stuff, but I have not seen YouTube in over 2 weeks. So I haven't seen what y'all have been up to. So I have to see what my herd's been doing. I have a happy mail from Kim's Inspired Life. I have a VR I would like to do for Brenda at Brenda's Crafts Creations and a VR for Liana at It's a Deal. So I'll be uploading this week, probably not anything that I've created, just you know, what people have sent and what's going on in the world. And obviously I can't go back and see what y'all been up to for the last 2 weeks, but I'm home. Oh, and it's 8 something in the morning, and I'm in the pool now because we are under an extreme heat advisory. And from noon, I think, to 8 o'clock tonight, it said the heat indexes will be over 112. Yikes! I know so many people are having this. It's crazy. So for you people who are there and in this heat, please take care of yourselves. Please make sure you're hydrated. And, you know, I said a prayer this morning for everybody that has to work outside. I don't know how they do it. I just don't know how they do it. So I hope to God that everybody stays safe during this weather. And you know what I'm gonna say? I miss saying it. Hugs and Moochies. Love ya. Bye.